Hey, this is Apibal. It is now 10:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Sunday, January 25th, 2015. A lot has happened. I'm back to trying to quit cigarette again. Started smoking it 2 weekends ago. Just been smoking ever since. Just under a lot of, I don't want to blame or excuse, but just under a lot of shit and just need something really. And I do want to quit because it does drain my energy, and I know it's not good for me. Besides that, I am still constantly, well, let's tell me what the title for this video is. First, it's called semblan. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Omen. Message from God. So I am still going through a roller coaster from the weekend. You know, it's getting better, but I'm still going through the roller coaster of like, is it really happening? Is all this true and real? I'm doubting things. I have inner sense of apprehension, and really it's about accepting my place in this divine plan and accepting my responsibility and what I am being asked to do, and not to be unwavering, but to be courageous and undyingly faithful God's warrior, and not to let fear get a hold of me, and not to let personal fear to get a hold of me, and God, the source, whatever, has been constantly giving me many signs, many miracles, magical signs of support and truth, and to let me know that I must keep doing what I'm doing, and I must keep going, and that I have the support. I still doubt. It's not crazy. The human condition of doubt. The human condition of questioning God. The human condition of delusion and illusion. So, in this video, I want to go on from my dream that I had on Friday morning. That basically woke me up at 5:41 a.m. In the dream, I'm not gonna go into the detail of this one because I'll do the other blog in detail, but in this one, I was at a place with Justin, which to me is basically North Carolina, and it was dark out, and then I started to see like the moon coming on, and the moon was shining its light on me. You know, this like me having light shine upon me happens 2012, 2013, 2014. Anyway, and I was trying to hide from the light, and then the moon becomes full, and then all of a sudden I see the top part of the moon fill, and then I see 3 angels on the moon, from large to small, and the number 250, and then a cloud written with 250 at your AOL.com, and then yours at AOL.com, with like a bright star and some like constellation in the background. I think that was like a sun far away. So I was like, well, that's funny, AOL. So I look up the acronym, and one of the thing that AOL stands for would be Army of Light or Angel of Light. So I'm like, okay, I think that makes a lot of sense. Yours, Angel of Light, or 250, your Angel of Light. Now I don't know if it's 250 or 250,000 or 250 million, but let's just go with the bigger numbers, right? And then Saturday night, I went to bowling with Jackson, and the song Heroes comes on. We Could Be by Alesso come on. Wow, oh god, this is my song right now, you know? So I posted the song to the Facebook, and then I pulled the remix album and started to play on my phone. And I play it on my phone on the way home and before bed. There's 7 songs on it. Okay. And then in the morning I woke up and I was like, oh, let's play it again. I got into the bathroom and I was about to brush my teeth. So the first song play, Heroes, right? And then the second song comes on. It is basically this song, like Latin song. I'm like, what the hell is this shit, right? So I come onto my phone, right? It's the now playing thing, okay? And then I do the list, because this is where the now playing that I had since last night. So I hit on the now playing playlist, and basically the songs got changed. The songs got changed. It had Le Parfait Semblan as the second song, which is the song that was playing in the bathroom. And then the third song is The Omen by various artists. And then the last song, the 7th song, is Gold Dust Woman. It's like, that's weird, right? I was like, okay. So I go to recent plays. Now recent play is my playlist on my albums that I play, right? And then I go, the top one is Heroes, We Could Be the remix album, which has 7 songs. I click on it, I click on the actual remix album, right? And it did the same thing. It shows the new the new replaced songs instead of the 7 heroes in the remix album. So okay, the source telling me something here. So I was like, so I saved the playlist. I save it to my saved playlist because I don't want to lose it. And I named it the source 12515 because that is what today is, right? And I was playing it all morning before church, and I looked up Parfait Semblan, which took a little bit of time because apparently it's Haitian Creole French, and not a lot of websites can translate it. And the first thing that showed pop up was the word faith and truth. I was like, oh, okay, right? And then I found Google Translate. It translated to "do not semblan." And I look up the word semblan. Semblan is like facade, pretending. So to me, okay, do not be fake. I was like, okay, so God is telling me do not be fake because I've been kind of like, doubting and questioning myself, like with so many like recent change and craziness of like magical things, and like messages that I am sharing with people. I'm just like kind of questioning, am I going overboard? Am I doing too much? And so I'm getting this message, don't be fake. Don't pretend, just be real. I'm like, okay, I get it. That's like an affirmation. Then the Omen. It's like the Omen. By the way, I played it. It is like some instrumental song that's like only like a minute long. And I looked up the Omen. And Omen means an event regarded as a portent of good or evil, or like a it's a phenomenon that is believed to foretell the future, often signifying the advent of change. And the website here talks about like how like people in ancient times believed that omens lie with a divine message from God. And like it has to do like sometimes like connection with the eclipse, moon and full moon. Well, my life has been always surrounded by full moon. Like major events in my life happens on full moon or new moon or eclipses, or dream about things happening on eclipse and then it happened. Okay, I get it, right? And like basically letting me know that all these messages and all this fifth dimensional newsfeed that I write from the source is the Omen, and I must believe it. And then the Goddess Woman, I looked up the lyrics. Oh, by the way, all these 3 songs I've never heard of before. Never heard of it. And then Goddess Woman was like, I look up the lyric, and the lyric makes no sense. Like, what the fuck is the source trying to tell me? And I remember that I've been talking to Rocky and been sharing on the post on my Facebook about my dream from my childhood when I was like 3 or 4 about meeting a boy and a girl who would become important to me, and that I believe that the girl is the Golden.Child because the source gave me that I am the Divinity Project is a Star.Child, Diamond.Child, Golden.Child initiative, right? And I was like, I think that the girl is basically the Golden.Child, and I feel that this song is basically telling me that yes, the Golden.Child is the girl, and what she is, like kind of like affirming to what I think she is, which I should share about that, right? It's like whoa, it's like this is gonna be crazy. Like 2015. It's just starting, and I've been getting all these really weird and strange signs, like even more than before. It's like, it's daily now. It's like daily shit, right? So, and then I went to church. When I went to church, I met this girl named Alex, who's a youth director after church. And she was telling me that she's from Phoenix, Arizona. And that's exactly the city I need to fly to get to Sedona. I was sharing with her about the whole energy thing. She's like, yeah, like Sedona has all that going on there. You would totally like find what you were looking for. So to me, that's a confirmation from the source that Sedona is happening and it is coming, right, in March. And then I met this other woman, her name is Maria. And she told me that to do the meditation on the labyrinth at the St. Boniface Church at night, try that at night and do it with candles. I was like, that's interesting. Because one, I felt that the source telling me that I need to do more stuff with the labyrinth. That's probably in North Carolina. And that I've been wanting to do it at night. And since the full moon dream about the army of light, I want to do it on the full moon. Now that she told me about the candles, well, okay, I'm gonna do that. So that's another message today. Right. And then As I was driving home from church, I was playing that 7 songs playlist that, you know, God the source had put on my phone. Basically, what I was doing was I just keep playing the Now Playing from last night, because the Now Playing was from the actual Heroes Could Be the remix album, right? But the source switched out the song, so I didn't have to do anything. I didn't even hit on that. Even if I did hit on that and play, it would just play that 3 songs for me too. Okay? And then suddenly it stopped playing. It just kept saying, sorry, cannot play these songs. And when usually that happened on my phone, I have to reset my phone for me to play songs. So I reset my phone, and the phone turned back on at 11:01 a.m. And because it got reset, I now have to go and play what I wanted to play. And when I went to play it, I noticed, because I want to like start from the beginning, I noticed that it got reverted back to All Heroes. Like, what? Right? And then I go to my recent album playlist, the Heroes remix, that the source rearranged the songs in the morning, even when I go back to it. But now this time when I click on it, it reverted back to All Heroes. I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, thank God I saved the playlist, right? So I went to the playlist, right? Hit on it. The source 125.15. But now, this time, there's only 6 songs left. 6 songs. I was like, what the hell? And then I looked at it. It removed the Omen and Goddess Woman, but left the Parfait Semblan. Okay, I was like, okay, about being truthful, don't pretend. And then it added 1 to the last list. It's like songs and poems for something. I couldn't read it because it's too long. So I would have to come to my computer, because the Xbox Music account is connected for the PC and the Windows Phone. But when I click on this, the funny thing is this last song is grayed out. It's grayed out, alright? And when I hit on the info, it said rights expired. Sorry, Xbox Music no longer has access to this song. Then what the fuck? Right? You can't add if it's expired. Magic. So when I got home, I looked at the playlist, and it's basically songs and poems for Solo Song 1. I'm like, oh, what the hell is the source trying to tell me? I look up the word solo and it's about violin. Okay, I'm like, I don't think the source telling me to play a freaking violin. So I click on it, and then look at the music information, explore properties. And in the property I looked at it, okay, classical, copyright Orange Mountain Music. I was like, okay, maybe that's it. So I searched for Orange Mountain Music, and the thing that showed up was Bikes and Smoky Mountain. So I took that as the source telling me that I'm supposed to go to Smoky Mountain and something about the library. So that's why I'm taking it. That's why I get it for. That's what I get right now. It's gonna be North Carolina, Smoky Mountain with Justin, and probably something around the full moon with the labyrinth. Now, I also talked to Alex, the director, who told me about how she was from Phoenix, Arizona. That I've been Like, she asked me if I'm working. I said, I haven't been working. I seriously haven't had a paying job for, like, a long time. You know, like, it's kind of like God, the source, want me to do other shit, you know? And I was like, I've kind of been waiting for God to guide me to, like, the paying job that I'm supposed to be at. She said, oh, the calling, right? Like, what the bishop was talking about this morning. I said, yeah. The calling, yeah. And then, after I got home and posted all this shit, looking up all these messages, blah, 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 blah. There's an art festival on St. Amand Circle where I'm living. Oops, I just gave that away. I was walking and then I saw that the Decory Deck is hiring because they're reopening. They did the whole remodel. They closed down and they did remodeling and they're gonna open in about 2 weeks and they're looking for people. Like, huh? Maybe we should apply, right? So I asked the girl up front. Her name is Kate, and she said she's like the front manager or something like that. And I was like, okay, for someone like me, like just just give me straight up because of the word perfect semblan, right? Be truthful, be like, don't pretend, like just be real and be like, for someone like me, what do I fit in for the job here? She said, well, bartender or barback. Well, I said, oh, that's cool because I've been wanting to be a bartender since 2013. And barback would be the way to get into it, right? It's like, okay, barback, sure. And so she like, and we sit down, write down my application, and of course come to that question of, have you ever been convicted of felony? Remembering what God told me, I applied that. I just said yes, and then I say, for drug possessions, and I'm in the pre-trial intervention program right now, outpatient. She looked over at it. She did stop. I just noticed her like looking at that like for a while. Thank God my reference has Rocky, who is a public defender, as a friend, and Mark Tenser, who is a police investigator. I could maybe that's like good credential. I don't know. I put that down as my reference, right? And Jackson as my facial person. All the importance, all the money making stuff. Say okay, like the person you had to talk to, the bartender manager, is not here yet, but I'll call you when he's here. I said, yeah, just live in the circle, call me. So I went home and eat. I've been a while and I went home and eat, right? And then I felt like I should go back. Like something is telling me I need to go back because like I need to go back and have that interview now. I was like, let's see if the source is gonna like guide me into that direction. So after I was finishing my lunch at home, my mom was like, I want to go walk to get coffee. Oh, I asked her if she wants coffee and she's like, oh, I want to walk with you. And she doesn't really usually do that. Like, I always have to be the one that go and get coffee for her. I was like, that's it. Because she was gonna go walk to work. I was like, that's interesting, right? The source telling me to do that. So as we were walking out, it's like I saw number 909, and then when did I see 144? And then when I bought the coffee with my mom, drop her off, walk over to Decker Deck, I saw the guy there, who's the one I'm supposed to talk to, and Kate's gone this time. So it's like, hey, I made an application earlier with Kate, and she told me I was supposed to talk to somebody. Is that you? And she said, yeah, I'm the attending manager. So, and I guess she already told him. She said, oh, you're Nat, right? He said, yeah. He said, oh yeah, come in, let's talk. And it's all 144. It's like, that's a good sign to me. And then we talk, blah blah blah, like discuss what I'm looking like part time, blah blah blah. Why I want to do this. I want to I want to get out of retail. I've been a server before and all that, and I'm like, I'm a fast learner, I'm good with people and all that. So he basically told me that he's gonna set up an appointment with me with the owner for next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Number 3. Again, number 3. And it happened to be the same Tuesday that I'm going to have to go to the Sarasota drug court to set up my pre-trial intervention program in the morning. Power of synchronicity. The signs. And other than that, today I had another vibration, energy, transcension, healing with Roger. It's quite interesting. It's quite interesting. Which I'll go and I'll deal with that later. So yeah, really crazy dreams about the Army of Light. Then Saturday morning, my phone, something made my phone drop from the bookcase, from my bookcase shelf to wake me up at 5:35 p.m. And when I went back to sleep, I had another cryptic message dream. And then today, with the song. Okay, this one is not dream. This one is like actually real here, right? Like real shit. It's like, right? It's like God and the source was like getting freaky and me, like letting me know shit is getting real, you know, and it's just gonna get more, and just to be ready for it. And I guess like with the song today and everything, I kind of like set in a little bit of a moment, many moments of apprehensions and just like so alone in all this, just feeling so alone in all this, and just like make me think about what Matthew said to me like in like 2008, I think. He said to me, how does it feel to be on a different pace than everybody else all the time? I was like, yeah, I know, all my life. What can I do? So that's basically it. Oh yeah, today is supposedly the third Sunday Epiphany from the church brochure. Interesting, right? And accepting my responsibility. Shit, it's getting real. And I just haven't really been making a lot of blog posts, even though there's just so many. I've been posting a lot of information to Facebook just because it's been a lot easier, because I make like short notes, and it's also allowed me to share on Facebook because I feel like the source is wanting me to do that more than just on my blog, because I find out from Justin that, you know, my blog is blocked in public library, and for a lot of people I'm sure it's easier to read on Facebook in small dosages. I just wonder how people are taking it seriously, or just think that I'm fucking crazy as fuck. Okay. Well, this is Nattawat people. Nathaniel, Artemis, Shepherd, NattyICE. Yo, what's up?